Swoosh. Hey, everybody, I'm Black Dragon, and I'd like to welcome you to another edition of Black Dragon Biker News Network, Biker News you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. Listen, I've been gone for days, man. I have been gone for days. I'd like to thank you all, man, for being here, tell you about the time I've had. But first, let me introduce Mike Ball. Mike Ball is here, man. It's good to see you, Mike.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for having me.
There you go, man. There you go. And speaking of, I'm Black Dragon with Mike Ball, and we're here every single solitary day. Well, most of the time, Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, sometimes Sunday, but Monday through Friday, we do the news. Yes, Black Dragon Biker News Network with host Mike Ball. Biker News you can trust. We go out and we have a good time. We'll be doing the things that we're supposed to do. Check it out. You can find the latest news because we are now the #1 news station, biker news station, in all the world. So make sure that you tune in and check us out. Like, share, and subscribe. And make sure to get over to our podcast, The Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos.
Look at that.
I ran
even put it down on the banner right there.
I ran a little bit over, man.
That was fantastic. That was fantastic.
Man, I see we have everybody on. Even Miss Ain't Shit is on.
Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of people. Hola.
Como.
Okay.
Man, listen, I am not. I'm not doing good. I am so freaking tired. I have been working like a banshee. I've been working my butt off to get ready to go to the PROC, the Motorcycle Professional Conference, Motorcycle Club Professional Conference, I think it is. Been working to get there round the clock. I finished my book. I was working 18 hours a day. I finished my book on December the 25th. And that's my newest book, Social Club's Bible. Then I started on the audio for it, working all night to do the audio. And then I worked all the way up until it was time to go to the PROC this weekend. And then I drove to the PROC in a snowstorm. Everybody's laughing. Oh, this is Indianapolis. That's not a snowstorm. When you're from Atlanta, that was a damn snowstorm. And then then I worked the whole time there. I was selling books. So they're open all night, like they never close. Like people are dancing and partying. They never close. The PROC never closes. People don't know how to go in. They don't know how to go home. And I'm like, take your young ass home. Like when you're 60, people partying all night that's not 60.
I gotta admit, I'm an old man at heart. I gotta be in bed at 8 p.m. I am that kind of dude. But I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. So every single day.
Yes, you do. But listen, you're 27.
28.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You're 28. Listen, man, when you're 60, a whole 40 years older now from then, people stand up all night. You're looking at people like you're effing crazy. So I am sitting up with the young people all night till the next day. Then I drive all the way back. I'm so tired, man. I'm falling asleep. I'm saying a word and falling. If I fall asleep during this thing, don't hate me. Just take over, Mike. Don't
worry. I'll look. See, this is how I'll go ahead and run the rest of the show. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. See how I can do it?
Yeah. Hey, listen, that's cool. I don't even know how to do all that stuff, and I'm in the same program. But anyway, the PROC was it's an amazing conference, and I want to tell you guys a little bit about it a little bit later. But it happens every year. This was the 20-year anniversary, and I got to speak at the PROC, the PROC. Old people like me that have been around it for so many years. I haven't been around it 20 years, but I've been around it a long time. And I still call it the pro because it started off as the
public relations
officers conference. It's how it started. And on the black biker set, there's a thing called PROs. You don't really see it so much on the white biker set. There are some, but mostly on
I actually really think a PRO I think it's genius. I think every club should have it, whether black, white, whatever set. I think that's a great position.
Well, what the person you see that takes those responsibilities really on the white set would be the secretary. You don't really see that on the blacks on the white set, the PRO. But on the black set, we have lots of PROs. So much so that I even wrote a book about it called the PRO's Bible. And you guys got to make sure to get that. A shameless plug there, the PRO's Bible by Black Dragon.
Very shameless, guys.
That's right. Making the pro real, it's called. This is everything you need to know about being a PRO. I wrote this as a result of the PRO, the conference. And the PRO is where I got really my start in the biker world as a public speaker. It happened at the PRO. Back in like maybe 2014 or so, something like that. Maybe 2015, something like that, where I spoke for the first time. So this is an incredible conference where they bring people together from all over the United States. And it used to be largely a black biker thing. There were a lot of white bikers there this time. And the last few times, it's becoming more and more of a biker thing because what they offer, this is a convention. So it's 2 days long. People start to get there Thursday. The convention is Friday and Saturday.
It's a big ordeal.
And in those 2 days, there are classes about everything you can imagine: how to be a better sergeant at arms, how to be a better social club, how to be a better secretary, how to have a 501(c), how to they have a president's meeting, how to be a better president. They bring all these very successful writers and speakers and stuff like that in, and those people educate you in making your motorcycle club better. And for people that live the motorcycle club lifestyle, they want to know how to do it better. So you have this PRO, so they changed the name. You know, when you're old like me, you've been around. A lot of us still call it the Pro, but now new people call it the PROC. And so they changed the name of it to like the Motorcycle Professional Convention is what they changed the name to. The Motorcycle Professional Convention, which is now the PROC. So we call it the Pro or the PROC. It's still the same thing. And so they changed the name because everybody started going, not just the pros, but the president, sergeant at arms, members, everybody started going. So, this can't be the PRO conference anymore because everybody's there. So now it's the Motorcycle Club Professional Conference. And it's amazing the amount of knowledge that you can glean from a place like that. They've got.
It sounds like it totally evolved.
It did evolve over 20 years. And they have all these speakers. And I've been at PROC conferences or pro conferences that have had 10,000 people there. They normally estimate maybe 4,000 or 5,000 people, between 2,000 and 5,000 people. I remember the one I went to in Atlanta, and they have a party Friday night or Saturday night. And I remember the one I went to in Atlanta when Big Dog threw it. many years ago. They had 10,000 people at that party.
Ooh.
It was cool.
Ooh.
So the PROC is something that that folks go to, and this year a special thing happened. This year a special thing happened at the 20-year anniversary of the PROC. And now this has been happening. We've been talking about this in the news, that the black 1%ers, and you guys have heard me talking about it. And then you've heard, and then we had the little music video, and you can't say little because
it's not no little, it's not a little music video.
You can't say little. My mom used to say, don't call people stuff little. So you had the music video.
I know you were trying to be humble about you being in it.
Exactly. The one that was done by Tashawn and Pipeline. And these guys, it was interesting because they were from different 1% motorcycle clubs. One was from Outcast, Pipeline, and then one was from Thunder Guard, Tashawn. I believe I have that right. And by the way, his Tashawn, didn't he just have a interview drop on your buddy's platform?
Negative. Negative.
I know I just saw that somewhere. I just saw that dropped on Social's platform, an interview.
Oh, no? Yes, that did happen. Yes, I apologize. Yes.
Yeah, okay. I know I saw that float past me somewhere. I'm not crazy.
I thought you were talking about my show. I'm sorry.
No, on your buddy's show.
Yeah, no, I got you. 100%.
Social just dropped a interview on him. I know I saw that flash by on one of my feeds. So that so we saw that, and what they were trying to say is that there's going to be a unity among 1%ers. And then 2 weekends ago, and it's hard to believe it was 2 weekends ago, the Thunder Guards and the Wheels of Soul had a unity party. And this unity party was in a place called Harleyville, South Carolina.
With 600 residents.
We looked that up. 600 residents. There were probably more bikers there than residents.
Right. Absolutely. There was. You can guarantee that.
I'm sure the police president, I'm sure the police president had police presence. That's
right.
what I was trying to say.
They definitely had some presence. They tried with their two sheriffs or whatever.
Oh, I'm sure that they called in resources, their sheriffs.
Yeah, right. They called in out of town. Yeah.
So they did this thing, and they had all these people. And so there's been this like undercurrent of, is there going to be peace? So I called those people. I called the nationals and things of these clubs.
This is really following up.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so you know what's your people are talking about it. Your folks made a video. We made that video when I went to Fort Lauderdale. No, it was where do we go when we go to Florida? Is that for the is that Daytona Beach? Daytona.
Yeah. I was blanking too. I was sitting here trying to help you out too, and I'm like, man, I can't remember.
So we made that video. I participated in that video in Daytona Beach, and it didn't come out for another, I want to say, 5 or 6 months later. So there's this undertone. So I started talking to them, and they were like, yeah, this is real. This is real. I mean, I talked to the heads of some, and not just the top 7. You always hear of the top 5 clubs.
Yep.
And on the white biker set, there's like the top 5. On the black biker set, there's the top 7. And these would be the traditional the ones you hear of the most, the ones would arguably, I say arguably, the most influence.
Absolutely.
Depending on who you are, you might want to argue that. But the top 7, I called among those clubs, and they were like, yeah, it's going to happen. Yeah. But who's Black Dragon to say? Nobody believes me. But this weekend, The clubs themselves show up. Where's that button you always use? What did you do? You made it so much louder than mine.
Oh no, yours is weak. Look, that's just a, I don't know. That's you. That's you.
Is this one better?
Piquito. Yeah. Well, do your show by yourself.
I can bring you back in. Hey, I've got some controls here. There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but this weekend, the clubs themselves showed up. The Outcast showed up. The Thunder Guard showed up at the PROC to speak, and it just so happened that there was a Sin City there, and
representing.
And he was, in my opinion, I think he was just there to party and have a great time. And when they saw him out there, they pulled him to the stage too, to show that for them this thing is real.
It's unity.
You had a couple of nationals from the Outcast and the Thunder Guard show up at the festivities and say, we're here for this purpose, and this is what we're going to do. And this is real, and we mean it, and we mean business. And this is historic. This was history made at the PROC, which was created historically. The PROC was the PROC, the PROC, whichever you want to call it, was created specifically to give back to the community of bikers on the motorcycle club set. It was created, and let me tell you something. A lot of people, because so many people go to the PROC, you'll hear a lot of people saying the PROC is making all this money. That's one thing we always say. They're making all this money off of us.
Right. That's always the one hard thing that everyone accuses.
A ticket to the PROC, I believe, is still only $65. And I say I believe that because I've been fortunate enough to always be invited there and not have to pay. But I believe it's $65. And
but for 2 days?
For 2 days.
That's not bad, dude. That's not bad at all.
For 2 days, and you're at the JW Marriott, somewhere at a Marriott most of the time.
Wait, whoa, that's crazy.
You're at a Marriott for 2 days in the middle of somebody's beautiful downtown. Like last year, it was in New Orleans.
Is that a part of the ticket or no?
You still have to pay for your hotel room.
Yeah, okay.
But the conference rooms over there are if you've ever thrown these kind of things, the conference rooms are a lot of money. and then I believe you get a dinner and a breakfast. And the dinner is like A1. So these people.
So you're getting fed even with that ticket.
Yeah. And
wow.
I believe that a conference like that would cost you $300 or $400
minimum
with any other group. Mm-hmm. And they're doing all this in they said it's $76.
Okay, so that's still $76. You get fed and you get a 2-day conference
and you get to hear people like myself speak. Hi, I'm Black Dragon. I just want you to know I'm Black Dragon, and you got to hear me speak. You know what I mean? So it's amazing, all of these things, and and this was made specifically for the community. Still to this day, the people that throw it, I believe it was the person credited with starting it is a man named Butter, Butta, Butter. Cool dude, man. Really got giving from his heart. And then Foxy is one of the people that, is like the pillar. She helps put everything together. She's the general manager of the PROC. And all of this staff busting their ass. And I want to acknowledge how hard they worked. And nobody's going to acknowledge. I saw them tired ass people trudging through. They're all about to pass out by Sunday night, by Saturday night, because it doesn't close.
It's just nonstop.
It's a nonstop. Everybody's having a good time except the poor bastards that have to work it.
Yeah, no, I heard. I called you. I think we talked a couple of times, and you're like, "Yeah, I haven't slept in 2 days."
Because and for me, what the PROC did for me, the very first time I ever went there, and every time I've ever been back, what they did for me was phenomenal, and the other people that were vending there. But man, I just have to acknowledge, like, oh my gosh, Foxy went around and told all of the conferences, hey, you got this guy out there, Black Dragon, that's written these books for you, and you need to go and support his books. You need to go buy his books. So at the president's meeting, they're talking about my books, and then next thing I know, all these people are buying president's Bibles, and I commented to you, man, for some reason I'm selling out a president's Bible.
Yeah, running out.
And somebody says, that's because they told us to buy it in the meeting. Wow. So
and you weren't even in that meeting.
I wasn't in that meeting, but my name was in there because they
were absolutely. That's an honor.
It was an honor. And then what else was a great honor is that they were teaching president stuff from my book, President's Bible. Chronicle 1 Principles of Motorcycle Club.
In that conference?
In the conference. So even though I wasn't speaking in the
you were there. You were there.
It was cool. But who also was there was the 1%ers. And there's a video floating around.
I actually know exactly what video you're talking about.
And that video was done by Lavish T.
Yes, and I've actually got it right here pulled up ready to go because this is something just everyone, you guys got to check it out.
Look at you producing that back there.
No, this I knew that this was going to be a topic, so I just knew that everyone's got to see this. So shout out, first of all, I want to say everyone go check out Lavish T Williams. They really captured a legendary moment.
Go back there for a minute. Go back.
All right, no problem.
The last time I looked at Lavish's subscriber count, I think it was like 3,500. This was like less than 2 months ago.
Look at this. He's about to hit 8,000.
He's about to hit 8,000 subscribers now. That is really cool. Lavish T is up there in, I believe, Detroit, cold ass, screwed up Michigan. And
this big.
And he is. Let's go back to his platform for a minute. Talk about Lavish. He has a fleet of these tow trucks there. He's in the tow truck world. He's a biker. He's been throwing all kinds of biker events out there in Detroit and stuff. And one of the cool things about Lavish is he's on the street, and he's got his podcast like ours. And he's coming up, man. So let's make sure he has love and praise and this guy's got top of the line equipment. He ain't playing.
No, so, he really captured it. You guys are gonna see that they really did capture some amazing moments here.
So with the tech people, I want the tech people to notice the quality of his 4K camera and
audio, video.
Look at that audio. That is a Sennheiser microphone right there with a Bluetooth it doesn't even have a chord. Like, this is real stuff. All right, now let's concentrate on the players right here. You have a national, the Outcast here, one of the nationals there, and you have the Sin City guy in the middle, and then you have a Thunder Guard here on the left. I'm not sure of his position, and these guys are standing here talking. So we're gonna play this, Mike, and then we'll move from there. Go on.
All right.
Big Fool at the 2024 PROC convention. Man, we are here with the Thunder Guards, and we're here with Sin City, and we all here to promote this peaceful journey that we're about to go on. And I'm gonna pass it to my brother from Sin City. Here we are.
What's going on, Rockstar, Detroit? We going to Super Bowl. Anyway, but for real, man, this is a definitely monumentous occasion. Thunder Guards, Outcast, Sin City, man, it's beautiful, man. Love it. This is how brothers supposed to be, man. That's how it's supposed to be. We ride bikes, we outlaws, but at the end of the day, we still brothers. Brothers on iron.
Hey, this is Bishop, Jersey, TG. It's a beautiful thing, man, when brothers can come together, put our differences aside. The beef has been squashed. We good. We riding, we partying, we getting money. That's what we doing. Partying, business, and drinking.
So let me ask y'all this, man. What was the big stereotype? Like, y'all coming together, what was the problem? What was the issue? For the people that don't know, if it was one, like, how did this come together to get y'all amongst each other?
Well, the problem is people. And most of the problems come from people just interjecting themselves into something they know nothing about. Only one know about a Thunder Guard and the Outcast problem is a Thunder Guard and Outcast. Mm-hmm. Only one knows about a Outcast problem and a Sin City problem is a Sin City. So it's basically speculation. But guess what? We put our big pants on and we said, we're going to put these differences aside and we're going to come together and we're going to do the right thing. And that's what we did. And these clubs here are promoting unity and peace today.
And just to piggyback off that, what he said, a lot of times you got the older generations, where it was coming from. You got new cats in, and we supposed to take that same thing and run with it. Nah, we got new leaders now. We got new tops. They said we doing something different. And like my man said, Chuck said, if you don't go by, you out. If you think you're gonna come in here and chaos, do whatever, you out, or you're gonna get fucked up. Too easy, flat out.
Yes, sir. Listen, these brothers said the same thing, man. Listen, I echo everything these brothers said. So at the end of the day, listen, only thing that can stop us is us.
No doubt. Look at that conference, guys. Look at that. I just got to take a moment to just appreciate. Look at that.
So just back it up just a little second there, not just a little half a second when they start right there. So you're looking at while the conference is going on and the guys are speaking, what they're doing is they're panning across, and it's going to blow you away. On this aisle, you will see Thunder Guard, Outcast, and Sin City as they pan down this aisle. And the conference isn't this thing is going to actually get absolutely full. They do this at 9:00 on Saturday morning. They've been partying all night.
Right.
So they start talking at about 9:15. By 9:35, 9:45, the room is nobody's getting there at exactly 9, like the speakers have to be. But by like 9:30, 9:45, it is overflowing. So you're watching it starting to fill up. Now, this is as they're panning down, you're going to see. This is something that many folks would just think they would never see. A lot of times, if we're in a party or anything like that, and one of those clubs is there, let's just say the Outcast is there, and then if Thunder Guard was to come filtering in, or Wheels of Soul, or Chosen Few, or pick any one you might name, the other folks that are not one percenters will be like, it's time to go. I'm out. So he said something very interesting. The Thunder Guard. Now he said this is what Big Foo, and he mentioned Chuck. He said this is what Big Foo, my man, said, and Chuck. Chuck is the number 2 guy at Thunder Guards. He was there, and what he was saying is that The leadership has said, if you try to screw this up, in his words, you're getting effed up or you're getting put out. They're not accepting this idea that somebody is going to create a problem who doesn't want to go along with what the leadership has said. They said so many important things. They kind of ran through it. So I think it's important that we really look at what they were saying. That you have to kind of understand the small pieces. So he said it fast, and you might miss it, but he said, "This is just mind-boggling. You got to really understand it." He said, "Many of us we come into these clubs." I'm paraphrasing what he said. We come into these clubs, and we are fighting the battles of my generation. So my generation has gone out and done things, and we have battles with people. We have wars with people that will last really forever. And in motorcycle clubs and any kind of group, street gangs, whatever the case may be, a lot of beef that people rival about, a lot of this beef, the new guys have no idea what even started it. They weren't part of it. They weren't part and parcel to it. None of that. They just come in and we hate
automatically
the lightning bolts. We hate them. And it's like, that's right, we do. And you come into this beef and you see a Star Cruiser MC dude, and you just kill him or hurt him or something. And you don't even know why you're beefing with that guy. All you know is they said you have beef with him. A lot of these guys went to high school together and grew up together in the same neighborhoods and stuff like that. Tragic. And one guy chose one rags in the biker world, especially on the East Coast, and you'll hear the word one and a lot of the 1%ers. They use the word. There's three kind of words. There's rags, colors, and cuts is typically what you hear. And so towards the East, they call them rags. I ain't never called my colors rags. That hell no, I ain't calling my colors rags. But some folks do. And they love their rags. So some guy chooses one set of rags and another guy chooses another set of colors, and they're enemies forever. And these, what he said there, if you uncompact it, he said, we have new leadership. We have new tops.
Yes, he did say.
So top is a word that they use for like the top folks, like the
national.
For some of them, it'll be mother chapter. For others, it'll be national chapter, whatever the case may be. It's the guys calling the shots. Typically comes down to one guy, a national or international president, however you want to name it. And so they say we have new tops. And these tops have decided that we're not carrying on old beefs forever. And so the final thing that he said was that, and because of that, if you decide to be against that, then you're out or you're getting effed up. And that was a lot to uncompact there. So I'm glad you stopped there. So let's go back and continue.
Let's do it.
Only thing that can stop us is us.
No doubt.
You feel me?
It's a new time, and these people are invited to come out and support.
And see, so you see there, look at that.
Them, and we're going
Did
to do
you
the right
see
thing.
that?
We're just going to embrace the community.
Absolutely.
As a community.
That last picture, stop for me.
All right, you got it. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it.
That last picture, if you're on that row.
Hold on 1 second.
Feel me?
It's a new time, and these people are invited to come out.
Go a little bit further, a little bit further. So you stop right there. Stop. So you saw Thunder Guards down there. You see Outcast right here. But here's another thing. Right next to each other, sitting elbow to elbow, Thunder Guard and an Outcast. This.
Whoever thought this was going to happen?
This was not possible. This was not something we'd see. What you guys didn't see, and I think they showed this, and you'll probably see this, was these guys hugging and really having a good time together. All right, take it from here.
All right, you got it. This
thing
thing.
in reverse. We're going to support them, and we're going to do the right thing. We're just going to embrace the community as the community going to embrace us.
And just like we came out here today, the three of us, we out here together. We're going to continue to do this so the people can see. Like somebody said earlier, they see your actions. It's enough of this right here. They see us rocking together. They see us partying together. That's what it's about. We brothers for life.
Today was an amazing thing because today we saw history.
It's our
We saw history
man.
being made, and that was spectacular just to be a part of that. We saw a day where you had Outcast, you had Sin City, you had Thunder Guard, all on a stage together, standing up, hugging, giving each other love. We saw them last night in the partying together,
Look at
having
that.
fun together. They've been at each other's clubhouses. They've been doing the damn thing. And they have promised us. They made us a promise today that they are with this. They mean this. What they're going to be doing is having a peace, an everlasting peace. They said anybody in their nation that's not with it can get on. They mean it. And what this is going to mean to the Black community of bikers on the Black Biker set is prosperity, because where there is peace, there's prosperity. We don't have to worry about our events getting torn up. We don't have to worry about all the things that we weren't worried about. When you're at a party, they show up and we leave. We're not going to have to worry about all that.
We just set history up in here. Like, this was amazing. We had
How about that?
Thunder Guards on stage. We
got
had
it.
Sin City Disciples.
Okay, so that's Butter. This is the guy who started the PROC, and so I think it's important to announce him because this is happening at his spot, his 20-year.
Absolutely, he deserves to get the congratulations for making this happen. Like,
So take it.
you got it.
Disciples on stage, and we had Outcast on stage, and they expressed their truce amongst themselves and amongst the bike community. So there will be no more foolishness as long as we have these folks in place. We're going to be doing a great thing. We're going to get out and support each other, and that's what they plan on doing.
This is what the Black OMCs in the United States are doing. We are embracing.
Look at that. That's what I'm talking about.
Bet y'all thought y'all never see that.
Yeah, bet you never. You hear that in the crowd? Bet you never thought you'd see that.
Now stop there.
All right.
Back up just a little bit.
Okay, hold on.
And so up here we see the heavyweights. Okay, so where your cursor is, go up to the top there. And that, so go to the stage, the guy on the microphone. So that's Big Foo right there. To the left is Chuck right there. To the right is our own Big Bone. Big Bone is the first Black COC chairman that I've ever known of. He could be the first Black one in the nation. He's down in all places, Florida. So they've got the heavyweights up there. These are big folks up here that are doing something. Now the white guy to the right is he came to speak for Abate, the motorcycle rights organizations. The guy on the very far right, you may recognize him from our show. No, the very far right. He's an attorney. They brought him in to speak. You might remember him from our show.
I do remember that whole. I remember that whole bit. Yep.
Where he talked about 501(c)(3)s and then corporations and things like
Learning
that.
all about nonprofits and all of that and how your club can benefit by doing that. Absolutely.
They brought him in for that. I mean, they just all the information stuff they had, but you know, but also was the moment there. So let's go back to that video and finish it out. Were we done with it? Was it over?
Yeah, it was finished.
So first of all, we want to give Lavish T his flowers, man, because
Absolutely. Guys, that was fantastic filming, and guys, please go over and subscribe over there. He's just about to hit that 8,000 mark, guys. So please boost him up there. Look at that. Oh, look, he just hit it.
Yes,
you guys, I think you guys might have just did it for him.
He did. He looks like he's there. Wow. Okay. Was he at 8,000?
No, it was 7.9. So look at you guys did it. You guys did it for him.
That's pretty cool. So
live right here, right now. That's so cool.
So Lavish did it great. And if you heard that, man, that microphone, I'm so jealous of that microphone. I'm gonna have to go get me.
That's a little investment. Yeah, a little investment.
Yeah, those Sennheisers, come on. And then he got the wireless one, man. Oh man. Then he's running around with that 4K camera. I was like, you don't know how to use that stuff, man. Just give me that stuff. And then he laid the camera down on the table. I said, man, that camera's gonna develop feet around me. You better quit. So anyway, he really did a good job. Now let's go, we'll go over here to my channel. So that was the news story.
Yes.
If you guys want to click off, you've heard the news story, but now we're going to talk about just the professional conference itself. If you go over to Facebook and you type in PROC 2024, you get to see all of these various people's posts, and these are folks at the airport coming in, and the airport coming in was very important because the many flights got canceled. There was a snowstorm, as you might know, and many things got canceled. Here is a lady from Atlanta. Her name is Coffee, and here she showed her journey and some of the things that she saw. And you get to see people's journeys and some of the things that they did and some of the things that they saw. It was really, really cool. Let's talk about some of these. I want to show you guys some results here. So this is Butter and some of the things that he did. And this is Butter and this is Foxy. These two people run the Pro. I'm not sure who this gentleman is, but you get to see a couple of the people responsible for bringing the PROC to the area. So this is really exciting stuff for me because I got to see like almost all these people there. Now,
I'm gonna need a dedicated driver to get back to the hotel. They trying to get me turned up. I'm gonna need a designated driver to get back to the hotel. They trying to.
One of the things that they were doing was they'll go out and visit. There's charities and stuff that they take care of when they're out there, and they might go visit local motorcycle clubs.
I'm gonna need a designated driver to get back to the hotel. They trying to get me turned up.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Now let's see here. This is where they actually met back in November. They met with the mayor of the city and their staff. So I'm not sure which guy the mayor is or gal there, but they're there meeting with them and telling them we're getting ready to bring this incredible conference to your city. And they were well received by those folks, which was a cool thing. there was okay, so this is this T? Yeah, this is T. T is a former member of the Georgia Council, and he's a president, maybe even the founder of the Viper unit down here in Atlanta. And that's a motorcycle club. Actually, they're in Albany, Georgia, and he's been around for a while. These are so many of the folks that were here. Now, this is when that General Assembly, as it was starting to fill up,
Look at
and
that.
there's T there. So you got all these different motorcycle clubs, all these different one percenters, everybody in the same building, nothing but love. There's no craziness going on. This is a huge conference room. And there's everybody. At this particular point, and this is interesting that T would put this picture up, because this is the part, and this is after everything is over. This is the part where you get to see the one percenters. And what happened, it was amazing, because Big Foo and Chuck, they got up and they took the microphones and they said unequivocally what it was going to be. And I think we might have that. So this was after everybody had spoken. Everybody was kind of up at the top. Everybody was listening in as these guys spoke and reassured. So you had Big Bone, chairman of the COC. Also, Big Bone is on INCOM. INCOM is run by all of the top 5 big white clubs, and so the he's got a position on with INCOM as well. Yeah, you got A Bait, you got all these folks up there. It's really pretty amazing. And then here, let's move on. So that's what was going on there. Very exciting stuff here. Let me get back to this is a guy who was a radio host that was telling everybody about the event that was coming, and this he announced. This was pretty cool.
Anniversary, man, y'all. Oh, Sookie. Now this your boy Big Moochie, baby, and I'm here with a special announcement for y'all. Right, check this out. Next week. That's right. Next week, Thursday, January 18th to Sunday, January 21st, you got the 20th anniversary, the PROC 2024, and it's going down in Indianapolis at the JW Marriott. If y'all did not get y'all tickets yet for this PROC 2024, the 20th anniversary, that's right, 20 years, the 20th anniversary, man, y'all need to try to hurry up and get y'all tickets like now. I don't know if you can still get them online, but y'all go ahead and get on down to Indianapolis up to the JW Marriott on I think probably on Thursday and Friday morning, and go ahead and purchase our whole week.
So that was that. There were people down from Canada. There were people from motorcycle clubs all over the country. And we got to meet with so many of these people, people of so many different nationalities, and places. Just amazing stuff going on at the PROC. Look at one thing I want you to notice is all the smiling faces. Everybody, and people do smile for the camera, but you can see people standing around that are off the camera, and everybody was happy, having a great time over there at the PROC. Now, these gentlemen right here, and these guys are so special. They're so special to me. Ballers MC guys, they're so special because these young men. This was the second night, Saturday night, they have a party. So these guys all put on suits and formal attire, and then put their cuts over it and went to go have the party and have a great time. this guy here in the blue is their president, and these guys are so special to me because I've had so many people that have watched me as they've come up. And last year I was on 2 canes and I couldn't walk. My diet was bad and the arthritis had taken over my body. And these kids, they came and they took such loving care. It makes me want to cry almost. They came and they took such loving care of me, man. And they carried my heavy boxes. They made sure I had food. They brought food to me to eat. They were like, "Oh, gee, you don't have any problems." They left a guy to guard me and take care of me and take care of Tia.
Oh,
And
you
they
totally
just
got the red carpet treatment.
these young men, they just every time they see me, they just take such delicate, beautiful care of me. And I'm just blown away by the way they treat me. Might take over and bring that picture back up. I can't do all that.
Which one you want?
That one. There we go.
That one.
And they just take care of they just take such beautiful care of me. And they came out in their suits and everything, and they were so sharp. And this is our future. That's our future right there. Those kids. Young men, excuse me. Young men. They're young men. Yeah. They are we are really set up if we keep teaching and keep showing, we're really set up to do big things. And what the final thing that the 1%er said was make money. Because like I have told you guys, once all of these people here that you see smiling and laughing and having a good time, once these people are guaranteed safe passage and that sort of thing, all they're going to do is have fun, and we're going to generate prosperity, because prosperity comes from good times. There are so many folks that here's Katrina Velasquez, and here is Miss Juicy from Infusions. And if you can just go look at everybody's experience. Now, here's an interesting part of the experience. Indianapolis, Indiana in the winter is no effing joke, man. It's no joke.
Like what kind of temperature are we talking?
Oh my God. It was like 5 degrees with the wind blowing at like 40 miles an hour. So
forget about it.
Let me tell you something, man. And this was either right before the snow or right after the part that I saw. The part that I saw was a complete dusting.
Wow.
But this was looking out of the hotel. It's miserable out there. Who chooses to live in this? Who makes this as a choice? Like, I can understand if you're born there and you just can't get out, but hell no, man. Hell no. Now this right here, they had the party. They had the line dance. They were teaching these folks how to do some kind of line dance and everything. I didn't get a chance to enjoy this as I was working, but the hotel was beautiful.
As if you would have participated anyways.
Bro, I can still dance. Don't
you don't get down.
Don't do that. Do that, Mike Ball.
Listen.
Mike Ball?
Do you dance? Is that what you do?
No, I do what I've always done.
Dance? Because gangsters don't dance, we boogie. All right, continue on.
Listen, all I need all I need is
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
That's it. Or
Do you guys see what I have to work with?
We both have machines. Anyway, back to this, man. We had a good time. They're just having a great time, man. It's amazing. You see all these folks, and this is all of their experiences that were there. This guy is called Incognito. This is his experiences while he was there. Look at that, man. Is that crazy?
That's beautiful.
This is what I think. This might have been when we first started. Everybody was praying. That might have been what that was. Now, what I wanted to get to. Oh, these ladies are from Canada here. Let me go back one. These ladies, this lady, and maybe all of them. Yeah, all of them. These ladies were all from Canada, and this was the president. And so they had people down from. There were two groups down from Canada, Los Gypsies, and we interviewed them. And then there was these ladies here, and they've invited us up to. You know what? We need to go. You and I, we need to go to Canada and hang out with the Los Gypsies and
I'm down.
Those ladies there. They've invited us to their. This is Star Social Club from Hampton Roads, Virginia, and the good time and the fun they had there. Is that amazing?
It is.
You know, everybody's got. I think these are called Daisy Dukes still. Although was that really they wore that to the PROC? Yeah, they wore that in 5 degrees weather. Holy moly!
Hey,
yeah.
You got to be dedicated.
You got to be dedicated.
You got to be dedicated.
There's Butter again. This is after he got home. I'm home and tired. Man, we know you're tired, man, because you guys put on the show. Here's Katerina again. And this is Miss Juicy. You get to just see all the people and all the fun that they had. Now, this was the night of the party, and you can see everybody partying and having a good time. They have a big, huge dance floor, and everybody was just. This happens every year, and everybody screaming, hollering, partying, and dancing. So you had a whole day full of classes, and then that night you throw down and you dance and you party. Now, here, what this is this is. This is the
pre-existing. You gotta understand what that means.
Okay.
That's some sad niggas. That's
This right here. Oh wow, what happened? Gee. So that was I think that was the president's breakout, where the president would where you had these presidents that would come and they would speak to all the presidents. So they had these various breakouts, and this is a lady by the name of Serene Pruitt. This is her story, her journey while she was there. And so she showed her journey there with her girls, having fun and doing her thing. Then we come back here, and I believe what I have is a video of when the 1%ers were speaking. I know I saw that somewhere. No, that's the president's meeting. Okay, here's where they were actually teaching the line dance, which was cool. They had a line dance class, and just so much going on. This is the itinerary, which I think is cool, so you can understand what goes on. So Big Moochie did the line dance workshop. They had a female biker Friday, the meet and greet pre-party at the JW ballroom. So this is Friday night. So Friday, the vendors checked in. That's when I checked in. So I was working from 9 a.m. Friday till like 6 a.m. Saturday morning, and I drove all night Thursday to get there. So Saturday morning at 8 a.m. is walk-in registration if you hadn't prepaid. And then you have the general session. This is where the first time I spoke. This was the welcome address, the speakers, all those speakers you saw up there. Then they have a contribution to charity, the Fallen Riders tribute, sponsorship recognition, trophies and awards, announcements of the 21st annual PROC. This is the general session. And then they break out into the workshops. There's a president, vice president workshop, a sergeant at arms session, a road captain session, a PRO session. And these are all the ballrooms they have. All these ballrooms cost a lot of money. You get all this $5 or $76. Business manager, treasurer session, social club charity session. So I spoke in the social club session and I spoke in the general session. Secretary session. So look, they've got something for everybody. If you're a secretary, if you're a business manager, the only thing I don't see is the treasurer meeting. Yeah, it is business manager treasurer session. So there's the treasurer session. Every officer session is filled, and there's a general session. There's a president session, and then that night there was Big Moochie had another line dance class, so you can learn the latest line dance. And then there's
perfect for BD.
Yeah,
Perfect for you.
And then there's the Bikers Network and Riding Journey. And then there's the after party. See, look at that. 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. Right. That thing went all night long. And then there was the farewell breakfast, which I missed because I slept through it. I was so tired by that time. So that is a full weekend of things to do. And then
so where can they find all of this on Facebook? Like where? Like what do they have to type in?
All you gotta do is type in PROC 2024. There it is.
Okay, there. So that everyone knows, all you have to do is go on Facebook, type in PROC 2024.
Right, and you get it. And the final thing I wanted to show. Here we go. This is the final thing I wanted to show. This is when.
I have not seen this.
So this is when, after the general session, and we did all of the talking and speaking and all this kind of stuff. So so we're at. Oh my goodness, I messed that up. Let me see. Boom.
You'll get it.
So we so this was when I got up and I spoke. My class.
Go get it. Go back to it. It's all good.
Give me that back. Where the hell was it?
It was hidden in those 21 pictures. Go click back there. There it is.
So my class was about the unity and the history of the motorcycle clubs and how they all came together, and all of that to lead into when the 1%ers were going to speak about the unity. So we talked about where everything came from, and now you can hear straight from the mouth of the 1%ers. You can hear. Check this out. There we go.
Good morning. I think it's good morning. But we're here. Me and Chuck is my brother, and we over the years we've seen our clubs go through so much adversity with each other. So at this point in my Outcast career and his Thunderbird career, we got to a point where we got tired.
You got tired.
But at this point, no one wins. It destroys the Black community, it destroys our nations, it destroys our families, it destroys our kids. Because if we lose, brother, guess what? We're not the only ones that lost. Family lost the father. Family lost the brother. Family lose the income because they got to put their family member away. So,
He said we got tired. And one of the things we realized is that if we lose a brother, we're not the only one that loses a brother. A family loses a father, a family loses a brother. They lose a breadwinner. It destroys the nation. It destroys the motorcycle.
Families.
It destroys everything. And this is what the relationship they come to. He started off by saying, Chuck, the member of the Thunder Guards, and I, the member of the Outcast. He said, Chuck is my brother. And so, I mean, it just started from there.
what we want to do is bring brotherhood back. And brotherhood just doesn't start with the past. It starts with the motorcycle.
So there he said one of the most prophetic things. We want to bring brotherhood back. And for all of us, and one of the reasons that I did the speech when Foxy asked me to talk about the history of motorcycle clubs, I did the speech and I started it off with the history of the motorcycle in the United States of America, the history of the motorcycle and what it came from, because it was the motorcycle that brought us all together. And what he said there was most amazing. He said, the brotherhood doesn't start with a patch; it starts with the motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what brought us all back together. So let me move on here.
A lot of us brothers got this testosterone, we want to push out and shit like that. But the best testosterone to push out is brotherhood and love. Now, I can't sit here and say that I love it's the same too. Say, I don't fuck with him, I'm a liar to myself. Because I did fuck with him. This is my brother, and I'm not going to change for anything. Not a thing. Because then I'm fooling myself. That's not what we want to do. We want to embrace this shit, and we want to do it the right way. Meaning, I have an oath to my nation as well as he has an oath to his nation. And we have a leadership that's in place. Our leaders got together, and we done away with the bullshit.
Very nice. Now hold on, you're muted. You're muted on your side.
You couldn't unmute me?
No, not when you mute your side.
Oh, thanks.
Mm.
So one of the most important things he said here, and he reiterated this a couple times. He said, "I am a follower," and I always tell people in the motorcycle club, that's what you are. You're a follower. And he said, "I'm a follower, and I follow my leadership, and my leadership has said this stuff will stop. So now it will cease because I am a great follower." And to be a great leader, what do you have to be first?
A great follower.
Have to be
it's just like being out at sea. The best deckhand becomes the best captain.
Absolutely.
Every time.
Like I asked you before we got started, how do we keep this thing together? I'm a follower of my leadership. Whatever my leadership says goes. This is not an individual sport. The best thing you can do is follow and trust in your leadership. My leadership said it's peace, and that's what the fuck it is.
So there, and I had told you guys, I had asked all these guys, and there he, he reiterated. He said, Black Dragon asked me how are we going to, make this happen, and he told me personally, and I was glad that he got up there and said that. He told me personally that I'm a follower. I'm a follower of my leadership. My leadership said it was going to happen, so it was going to happen. And so you have it from them themselves, what they plan on doing. It's quite amazing.
It was very strange yesterday when a lot of clubs came in and they saw us sitting at the bar chopping it up. It was very strange. Right? It was strange to us because we know each other and we know what direction we are going in. And what we do as the OMCs, as the 1%ers, is educate ourselves. And we have to start educating ourselves so we can push the education down. And what I tell people is the difference in being an OMC and 1%. There's levels. I call myself an educator of the MC community. So what I do is take the information that I have and I pass it on, and I guide people in the direction that they need to go in. So if people say they want to distance themselves from the OMC, no. Chuck is my brother, and we're people that's approachable. So if you have any questions, anything, I can tell anybody, someone on Clubhouse. No, because that's where the education, the conversation, the best conversations are taking place. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a Clubhouse to where I'm welcome. I'm welcome. You don't come in here, I'm not going in there. I heard some bad things that happened in this world. I heard that woman don't go in there because they're going to do this, they're going to do that. Man, let me tell you something about Outlaw 1% Club. And no disrespect to anyone. Excuse my French. We don't take those who is given to them.
So this is we're well into an hour now. We're at an hour and 12 minutes, so we're at the end of our time. But this, like I
How
said,
beautiful is that? Like all the way around. What a major conference.
it's amazing. At some point, he did something that was
Yeah.
really amazing.
And we know, Douglas, unfortunately, it wasn't like it was a professional recording. It was some random phone that captured the moment. Okay, guys. So
We're not taking our time out with that. Doesn't move on. So this he did something that was really amazing. We know the sound is bad. That's why we keep we stop and we pause
right,
and
exactly.
we said. But at some point here, he called for both clubs to come down, and that was the most amazing part where
Wow.
you had the Outcast and the Thunder Guard Nationals. They all they came together, and then you had Florida Outcast here. They all came together, and then you had Virginia Thunder Guard. You had all these Thunder Guard, all these Outcasts, and then you had a Sin City there, and they all came together at the front of the stage, and they began hugging and stuff. And
How cool is that?
if you're in the lifestyle, this is a tear-jerking moment. I ran down off stage and got my camera and started trying to film the whole thing down there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing. And then Chuck started to speak. And I am playing snippets of this on my channel so you can actually hear their speeches and stuff like that. And basically he reiterated the same thing. And he said that his nation was behind it 100%. Let's see. Gee, these controls on this thing.
But it's crazy because nothing you realize is people you up with, you can't change.
What he was pointing out was that there is a history. These guys coming together for love. There is a history. These guys grew up together. They've known each other forever. Why are they fighting? and Butter and Chuck come originally from the same club. Like these guys, like the love and stuff that they built from the ground floor up. Now that they are in positions to make a difference, they're making that difference. You know what I mean? That it's absolutely crazy. Here we go.
Niggas stop talking, right? And I was a person that was at that time part of the foundation. Me and Mac, and everybody in the back of both sides, was all tight. When we fell apart, Wall right there, he like the only one. Maybe a little bit more, but he always stayed the same with me. And I stayed the same with him, so thank you. So even me and Fu always together, you know what I'm saying? If we had problems, me and Fu would meet at diners, go places, and we'd meet like, what the fuck? No.
So he was explaining that they've worked out things. They've been working together and working things out for a long time. This is not new for them. Now the funny thing about each one of those two gentlemen is if you're around them, you might get 10 sentences. This is probably the most they've spoken. Both of those, neither one of those guys like really talks a whole lot.
Right.
So to hear them speaking is really kind of funny because they're both
short and sweet. It's short and sweet usually.
They're both soft-spoken men. They're not they speak almost in a whisper, like this very soft-spoken kind of men who don't really have a lot to say when they talk. It's really kind of okay. Let's this is going to happen, blah blah blah, and then that's it. So it was interesting listening to them talk a whole lot.
Right.
It's probably more than they've spoken all year. It's funny. So anyway, that was that situation. That's what's going on with that. An hour and 17 minutes. People are going to look at this and say, "Oh my God!" This is kind of like the Shannon Sharp interview with Cat Williams. Like you look at that and you go, "Oh my God, am I going to really have to take the time to watch that whole damn thing?" So I imagine people will be watching this in pieces. But I want to say thank you to my folks that are with me every day that I know spent this whole hour and 17 minutes. Todd J and so many others. Kay Wayne, my producer out there, gatekeeper running the boards out there and moderating. So many of you guys that I know that watch me every day are gonna listen to me drone on, and I appreciate that. But for the new people, I want to thank you for watching as well, and I want to take a special moment to thank my subscribers and my new subscribers. We just went over 162,000 subscribers or something like that.
You're skyrocket.
It is absolutely amazing the numbers that we're hitting, and Jesus, we're doing something like
total blessing right there.
20 million viewers per parsec, whatever the case may be.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. For some reason, Social Blade won't pull up on my.
I hate when technology is technology.
Yeah, I think maybe I have too many windows open or something, but it won't pull.
That's usually your case. You've got like 10,000 tabs open at a time.
Yeah,
I agree, Emmanuel. Like that fantastic, and it was beautiful to see something so legendary of unity all in one space. It's really, really cool to see. It lead by example, and that's exactly what they're doing. All right, let's see what this says.
162,000 subscribers, man. We've been up since June 2016. Now I feel like lousy compared to the million subscriber channels, but we picked up 20,000.
Stop comparing yourself to others. You are fine.
We picked up 20,000 subscribers in the last 30 days, and that's down 50%. So 11.2 million video views in the last 30 days. That's down 50%. And that's because we haven't been here. We haven't been here for 4 or 5 days. And so we take a beating when we're not making videos. But that's really cool, man. That's really cool. We are 64 I don't know how you know how this reads, but you're the numbers guy. You understand that. But we got a B plus, man.
No, you're that's really, really good. Trust. Yeah, you're doing fantastic.
So
and you're in your like own elite club too, you know, like the 100,000 plus subscriber. That's its own club of its own.
Yeah, that's its own club of its own.
It
I
is.
need to get a back patch for that. But anyway,
right?
Anyway, I need to start blessing channels.
Blessing channels, that's right.
Yeah. Did you get your channel blessing? Believe it or not, they have channel blessings there.
Well, I mean, it kind of works in our niche, to be honest. I mean, think about it. I mean, you can't just be a content creator and then come on here and talk about what we talk about on here. Let's just be real. So it's kind of true. It's kind of true.
You got to have have done a little something out there in the real world.
Right.
But as channels go, there are channel blessings as well. There's a guy by the name of Daryl Eves out there, and another guy. His thing is always be creating something. These guys in the beginning, I don't know if they still do this, but these guys used to make a great deal of money blessing your channel, like telling you how to make your channel better. So I sent the guy $50. And he told me 3 or 4 things I was doing wrong. And I went from 3,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers in like 4 days. So these guys were good. But anyway, that's it. That's my 2 cents. Mike, you got anything to add?
No, man. Let's see. We got the Diamond Effect tomorrow at 5 p.m. The Diamond Effect, 5 p.m. PST. 7 p.m. CST, 8 p.m. EST with Archbishop 1%er. And man, it's gonna be an epic time, man.
And I am going to do my best to get some of these guys actually on Black Dragon Biker TV, maybe even to visit the Dragon's Lair. But I'm going to try to get some interviews with some of these guys and see if we can't get them on and hear the good things and the good news they have to talk about. So we're looking for, I used to say, did I lose my something happened. My whole screen went blank.
You're good.
Oh, that was crazy. But anyway, one of the things that I said, which I forgot because my screen went blank, but we're hopefully we're going to get some of these guys on and that sort of thing. Time to close out now because my screen went blank and I've lost my whole mind went blank with it. So anyway, please get my new book, The Social Club's Bible, Revival of the Women's Social Club Movement, Lifting as We Climb. That's my newest book for social clubs. We have the President's Bible. We have the Prospects Bible. All those that you can get at blackdragonsgear.com. You have followers that aren't even bikers because you have the real news for the biker world. Road Soldiers, Hustleman, Prez. Chapter 6, Virginia. Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
I guess I never really thought about it, but I guess maybe we do have some people that are watching that are not
totally
not bikers.
I have a lot of people that watch me for medical stuff.
Yes, you do. Absolutely.
There's just random different things within our niche. Different people.
Another thing, a final thing is I heard from so many of you. And I mean, I heard from so many of you, and you told me what you want me to be talking about. And it's not so much biker news. So many of you came up and said, I used to watch you all the time, or when I watch you, I look for this, or you've helped me with this, you've helped me with that.
Yep.
And you're all talking about my MC protocol videos and my MC live videos. And very few people came up and told me, man, that was an incredible story you covered up about such and such and so on.
Right, biker news. Yeah, that's just daily, day-to-day stuff. You know?
Mike, we're going back to the grind.
I can't wait for it.
We're going to go back to so many people keep telling me, where are your walking videos, man? Your walking videos. I loved your walking videos. Go back to the walking format. So we're going to do our biker news, but we're going back to the roots, like roots rock reggae. We're going back to the roots, and we're going to be pulling out, let's see, Country Wayne calls it going back to the mud. Mm-hmm. We're going back to the mud, and we're going to be putting out daily, absolutely weekly, but at least hopefully daily MC protocol, MC lifestyle, social club protocol, social club lifestyle. We're going to be putting out the stuff like we used to, so you guys can tune in for the daily stuff that happens in motorcycle clubs that you need advice and information on. And I'm bringing back the Black Dragon advice line, which is at clarity.fm/black-dragon. clarity.fm/black-dragon. I'm bringing that back. People used to call me all the time. They still do. But when I turned it on, I had so many people calling that I actually had to put it on an app for people to call me and say, you know, I've got this problem, that problem, and I will help you guys solve those problems like I used to all the time. I kind of got away from that because I wanted some free time. But we're going to turn that back on since that seems to be what people need. This isn't the first Unity of One Percenters. It's like the third since 2023. Wish all would get the same coverage. To be honest, looking forward to more. You know, I would have to say two down that I didn't know that this was the third one. This is the first one I know about. So this is the first one that I'm going to talk about.
Right.
And if I hear about another, I'm going to give it all.
Cover that too.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. All right. That's it.
That is
a little peek into the culture and understanding. Pretty cool stuff. Peace and blessings to the MC world. So here's a guy that's obviously not in the MC. So we got some of those guys out there too.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
I'm going I've got to go pick up my daughter from school. So much love and respect to everybody. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, wherever the hell you guys are watching this from. So I'll see you guys on the flip side. I'll leave it off to Dragon. See you guys.
I gotta work on my scratching skills and stuff. I didn't even mix that right. Man, these toys. Hit it! Boy, that's fun. I need to grow up. I really need to grow up. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.